It's a wizardly day in the multiverse, a beautiful day for a wizard. Can I be yours? Could I be yours? I have always had unpleasant neighbors just like that. I'd love to spend a little time with you instead. So let's make the most of a beautiful game. Since we're together, we might as well play. Can I be yours? Would you be mine? Let's just all play magic. Welcome to my neighborhood. Strange little corner of the multiverse. Kind of a gateway or portal between planes. Some call it the ether. I call it home. From here, a planeswalker can travel to Theros, Ravnica, Zendikar, or anywhere else in the multiverse. Would you like to ride on a trolley and take a trip to the land of magic? I thought you might. Come on, let's go. Oh, crap. The schedule says 2:13. Stupid trolley. We can go to the land of magic another time. Probably need a larger CGI budget or something for that anyway. Oh, I have an idea. Let's go to our local game store. Howdy, Miles.
Hey, Nate.
I'd like a single booster pack, please.
Born of the Gods?
Yes, sir.
That'll be $4.
Smells like a hamster cage, but before you put the hamster in it. Well, if it isn't my friend Gavin.
Oh, Nate, glad to see you.
Gavin is the best Magic player in the store.
Ah, that's not true. Just sealed deck league champion, 3 seasons running, that's all.
Right, but I would have beaten you last season, except you drew your Shipbreaker Kraken in 2 straight games.
Now, Nate, you know it's unsportsmanlike to complain about bad luck to the winner. Now, if you want to talk to a trusted friend about your feelings, that's fine, but don't make the people you play with feel bad about winning.
You're right. I'm sorry, Gavin. I'll never do that again. Say, are you coming to the Grand Prix this weekend?
I sure am.
Well, I'd love to. We'd love to accompany you if that's all right.
Great, let's go.
Goodness, there are a lot of players here.
Oh yeah, 1,889 to be exact.
Wow, you certainly are good at counting.
That's why I'm so good at Magic.
So who are some of the very best players in the room?
Well, Christian Calcano is no slouch. He plays in more Grand Prix than just about anybody, so don't be surprised to see him at the top tables. Reed Duke is the highest ranked player in the USA and was a finalist in last year's World Championship. David Ochoa is a Pro Tour veteran and eats chocolate for breakfast. And that gentleman in the sport jacket and sweatpants is Ben Stark. He's widely considered to be the best limited Magic player in the world.
Now that's impressive. I wonder if we could get Ben to explain the ins and outs of this complex sealed deck format.
So in a limited format Grand Prix, this is what you get. 6 packs of cards, and then you build a deck from it, and then you battle. So Ben and I are gonna open these packs,
Sweet.
see what we get, and build something. Cool.
Ooh, Fables Hero.
Oh, that's a very good one.
And hello, Thassa.
Ooh, Thassa, God of the Sea. Foily Ornithark. How about this one? Here's a blue rare, Whelming Wave.
Nah,
No? So Ben, what is our best color available?
definitely white. Our white is fantastic.
Okay, so which cards draw you into white?
We've got Fabled Hero and Ornitharch. This is the best uncommon in Born of the Gods. This is a fantastic rare out of Theros. They might be the 2 best cards in our entire pool in the same color.
When you see the 1 or 2 cards that you think are the best out of all 90 cards, is it worth building your deck around those 2 cards alone, or do you have to think more about the synergy of the whole?
I mean, you need to play about 22 or 23 cards. So let's say we had no other good white cards at all, we couldn't play them. But when you take a look at our white is just broken. I mean, we have a bunch of other really good commons, 2 Observant Alseeds, a Crone Skyguard. We have good uncommons, Vanguard of Brimaz, Glimpse of the Sun God. I mean, our white is just fantastic. We're looking at 12, 13, maybe 14 to 15 cards we can main deck, and these are all excellent main deckable cards here. When you come down here and take a look at our blue, you get Thassa, God of the Sea, you get double Nimbus Naiad, one of the best blue commons, Chorus of the Tides, another flyer, Wave Crash Triton, Fate Foretold, Triton Fortune Hunter. These are all cards that go well with our white cards.
All right, so it looks like we've chosen blue and white, so let's put together a deck. So what's a common mistake that players make in general when approaching the sealed format?
Probably wanting more power when they already have. Like when you look at our deck, we have all these excellent cards that if we spend 5 mana on, we get a lot out of. But these cards are excellent because we can cast them for 3 if we're stuck on 3, but if we have 5, we can bestow them. If we draw 3 of them, we can cast 1 on turn 3 and another one on turn 5. And our deck always runs smoothly. But I think a lot of new players would look at this green and they would say, wow, look at all of these cards. But all of these 5 cards, they pretty much just cost 5 or 6 mana. You can't play them on 3 if you're stuck on 3 lands.
Yeah.
So almost every single game where you are stuck on 3 lands, if you go with the green, you're going to lose because you're not going to be able to cast any of this power. You're not going to be able, you're just going to play 1, 2, 2, and you're going to be sitting here holding 3 of these.
Right.
And I think it's much better to have good synergy than to have more power.
Thank you, Ben, for teaching us your secrets of the sealed deck format. I think we all learned a lot.
Just don't tell anyone.
It's not every day that Magic invades my neighborhood with something like a Grand Prix. But though the warriors of the multiverse are mighty indeed, my fellow Philadelphians are ready to fight back in a segment we call Back Alley Brawl, Theros versus Philly. Okay, Gerard, Theros versus Philly, a back alley brawl. Who wins in this fight? Fabled Hero versus Will Smith.
Will Smith, because you got to get jiggy with it.
I mean, Fabled Hero would obviously, get bigger as it goes along, but Will Smith is rich and can probably hire people, so I say Will Smith.
Fabled Hero, double strike.
Wow, no love for Will.
No. He hasn't had a good movie in like a decade.
Xenagos, the god of revels, versus Benjamin Franklin.
Probably Benjamin Franklin. He's a great guy.
Ben Franklin. Got to go old school on this one.
Ben's got an arsenal of tricks. He's got diplomacy, he's got money, he's got inventions.
Oh, he got his ladies, woman's man over there in Paris. He really does it all.
Ragemonger versus Kevin Bacon.
That's a tricky one right there. I think it would be very close, but I think Kevin Bacon would probably come out in that one.
Definitely Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon just came back to The Following. I don't know if you watched that episodes. My girlfriend loves it. It's too scary for me, but Kevin Bacon's back.
I'm going to go Ragemonger. There are more than 7 degrees of Minotaurs.
Kevin Bacon. You can't beat Bacon.
The Hammer of Perforos versus a cheesesteak.
Hammer. Just squash the cheesesteak and make it a mess.
Does the cheesesteak have whiz?
Yeah, it's whiz wit, which means with fried onions.
Yeah. Then the cheesesteak, for sure.
Well, I've had both today, and I prefer the cheesesteak.
There you have it.
Philly devours Theros like a cup of Greek yogurt. And now, let's meet the top 8 players in the Grand Prix as they describe their strategy to win the whole shebang.
I drafted blue-white control, and I plan to go over the top with dirtily inspired creatures and no bombs.
I play small white and blue creatures, attempt to enchant them, scry all my lands to the bottom, top deck game winners, and attack my opponent.
I make a giant green monster and tempo my opponent out of the game.
I plan on coming out with an aggressive start and just closing the game with Stormbreath Dragon.
I hope to win with my pile, also known as a train wreck, by mana screwing my opponents, maybe getting the god draw, attacking them, and hoping they have literally nothing.
My green white heroic deck wins by bashing your face in.
I drain my opponent's life.
Such blue-white, much control. Wow.
The top 8 of Grand Prix Philadelphia played host to some of the Pro Tour's familiar faces. New York City native Christian Calcano earned the top seed, only to see his white magic fail to tame Mark Evaldi's Stormbreath Dragon. Hall of Famer William Jensen had clinched his top 8 berth by defeating 13-year-old Oliver Tomajko in round 15. But Jensen was felled in the quarterfinals by the evasive blue-green attack of limited mastermind Frank Scarron. Scarron then advanced to the finals, where he clashed with Jensen's brother from another mother, Reed Duke. Hell-bent on avenging the death of his fallen comrade, Reed summoned the rare and powerful Courser of Crufix in Game 1. But Frank unraveled the centaur back into the ether and swiftly killed Reed with his Horizon Chimera. In Game 2, Frank continued his aerial attack on Reed. And just when Reed thought he could blunt the assault and scare the Flyers to death with his keepsake Gorgon, Frank summoned a noble quarry. The unicorn sparkled so beautifully that Reed's creatures abandoned their defensive posts to revel in its majesty. With no further impediment, the rest of Frank's attackers finished off Reed, making Frank Scarron the champion of Grand Prix Philadelphia. Frank, your teammates here have described you as lethargic, unorthodox, lazy, but the #1 limited player in the world. Do you think that's true?
I mean, I like more laid back and chill, but I see where they're coming from.
What's with the Morningtide hat?
Well, I took a picture once with a friend where I had the hat on. I was making a funny face, and like everyone just ran with it. Like Wesco has done the picture. Pretty much like most of the people in this group has done the picture.
Do you remember the funny face?
Yeah, it was like.
Congratulations to Frank Scarron, the champion of Grand Prix Philadelphia.
You don't want to say those kind of things to the people you play with. You don't want to make the people you play with feel bad for winning.
I know, it feels so bad when you practice all week, and I mean, I practice shuffling because I want.
Did you hear what I said? Talk to a trusted friend about your feelings.
Right, I won't bother you.
Right,
with
I
my
was
feelings
the winner of the game.
Right.
You want to talk to a trusted friend.
The thing is, I don't have any friends right now.
See, now you're making me feel bad for winning. That's how the game works.
The thing is, you always beat me, and I don't understand.
A trusted friend, okay? Not me.